Hi, girls.
Hi.
Oh, hi, I'm Julia. I'm 13. I'm the oldest.
I'm Katie. I'm 11. I was born second. Tali, you were born. I'm Carly. I've 9. I was third. Amy. Amy who's 6. Born 12.
And who came after Amy?
No one.
So, do you have any brothers?
No.
No. So, who do you live with?
Mommy, Nanny, and our siblings.
I'm sorry, Catherine, I didn't understand what you said.
Mommy and Nanny.
Mommy and Nanny. And Daddy. And our cousins.
Do you have any pets?
No. But I love a bunny.
But I love bunnies, says Amy. This is great.
Julia, where are you from?
I'm from Halifax.
Are your sisters from Halifax too, or are you from Halifax and they're from someplace else?
We're all from Halifax.
What is this big heart on the floor, Carly?
It's from me having surgery.
Well, what do all those beads represent?
This one is Buddington.
The clown.
Julia, could you help explain what the beads on the floor that Carly's crawling around in are?
The beads are for different checkups and stuff that goes on at the hospital that Carly does. Every time she does something like have an operation or go for a checkup or an exam, she gets a bravery bead.
I see. So the beads represent your bravery. Is that right, Carly? Which one is your favorite bead?
The lions.
The lion? Why is the lion your favorite?
Because they were from surgery.
And what kind of surgery did you have?
Heart surgery.
You had heart surgery. Wow. How old were you when that happened? 3? You were 3 years old?
No,
And you
Sarah.
had open heart surgery?
No.
And what was that like? Was that fun?
No.
No.
was
How did that
scary.
feel?
Sarah? I didn't even feel anything until I woke up.
You didn't feel anything during surgery, but when you woke up, you felt what?
Pain.
Pain. And who visited you?
Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Tina.
Cousins, aunts.
And who did you talk to on the phone a lot?
Carolyn.
Do you remember? Can you say it nice and loud for me?
Carolyn.
Who is Carolyn?
My old godmother.
Yeah,
Who's
and where
dead?
does your godmother Carolyn live now?
There.
In heaven. And do you remember what happened before Carolyn went to heaven? Do you remember what kind of surgery Carolyn had?
No.
Julia, do you remember?
Double lung transplant.
Could you say it a little louder?
Double lung transplant.
And how do you guys feel about organ transplantation?
I don't
Pretty
know what
helpful.
Pretty helpful?
I don't know what it means.
You don't really understand what it is, Amy?
When someone gives an organ is like your heart or your lungs or your kidneys or your, no, not your feet. They just give feet away at the hospital. They just
No,
give
they
them
don't
away.
do that.
Here you go.
So if you guys grow up and you get, say, your driver's license, and the question is asked whether or not you would be willing to donate your organs in case you were in a bad car accident or you got really sick and you died and went to heaven, what do you think you guys would do?
Give them away.
Give them away? Why do you think it's important to give organs after you've died?
Because it can give a life to someone.
They can give a life to someone. And are you guys aware that there's some kinds of transplants that can be done from living people?
Yeah, like kidney transplant.
Mm-hmm. Do you know anybody who did that?
Not particularly.
Nah.
Sure.
Maybe your grandmother?
Nanny?
Nanny Kewen gave her kidney to her sister Lillian.
Oh yes, I remember that now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't forget. I knew.
And what about transplants of cells?
Blood cells?
Have you guys heard anything about what that is all about?
No.
Stem cell transplant?
Oh yes, I've heard of that.
What do you know about stem cell transplant, Julia?
Not a lot, actually. I just heard of it from a group thing.
Do you think that if an individual was willing to give samples of their stem cells for donation to a sick child, that would be a good thing?
Yeah.
How would you guys feel if you were told your little sister, or in your case, Amy, your big sister, could get a stem cell transplant from a person living in the United States and potentially get much healthier?
That'd be cool.
Would you guys be happy about that?
I'd be happy for her
You'd be happy for her?
No.
and the person in the U.S.
Would you be excited?
Yes.
Because the good news that I have
What?
is Children's Hospital of Philadelphia contacted Mommy and Daddy, and they have found an individual who signed up for a live stem cell donor transplant list. And that person is a 99.6% match to Carly Rose. And Carly Rose could potentially receive new stem cells through a process called SVF deployment.
What is that?
Stem cells from the donor would be injected into your body so that those cells could grow in your body, and then those cells would reproduce and grow more new healthy cells, and then you would be less sick and more able to do things. How do you guys feel about that idea?
Good.
Good?
Exciting.
What kind of things would you hope would happen for Carly if she got a stem cell transplant?
Hope it would.
Be honest.
I don't know.
I hope it would work.
You hope it would work.
Yeah.
What do you hope for in terms of maybe her heart function?
I love Tali.
Better.
You love Carly?
Tali loves
It would
Julie.
help her out a bit.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys know that part of the stem cell transplantation process could actually help Carly understand things better and become smarter?
Yeah.
And she would be able to learn potentially things that she hasn't been able to learn? Like, what would you like to do with your bicycle?
Riding bikes in circle.
Big loud voice, what do you want to do with that bicycle?
Take off my training wheel.
Right. Now, what if you had an opportunity to have some new healthy cells put into your muscles to make them stronger that would allow you to be more coordinated and you would be able to ride your bike without training wheels? Would that make you happy?
I'm still learning with my training wheels.
Mm-hmm. But it's taking you a long time to learn, isn't it?
Well,
Would you be happier if it took you less time to learn things like that?
I think I'm ready to ride a big kid's bike.
So if Carly had the opportunity to have a stem cell transplant and Mommy and Carly had to travel far away, how would you guys feel about me and Carly being gone for a little while?
Happy or
Sad?
sad?
It would be a lot different.
It would be different.
Be a lot
I don't know
different.
if I'd be happy or sad. I think think I'd be like,
Amy would be sad.
I'd feel different because like, nerve-sighted. Yeah, nerve-sighted.
Do you think that it would be worth it
Yes.
Yeah.
if Mommy and Carly went away to Philadelphia for a few months and I brought Carly home and she was much healthier and able to do all the things that you guys do that she struggles to do?
Mm-hmm.
You think it would be worth it?
Yeah.
Why are you hugging Carly, Amy?
I love her.
You love her? And what do you want for Carly?
I'm gonna give her a kiss and hug.
Oh, that's sweet.
I love you.
So that's pretty big news, isn't it, guys?
And I love you.
That's pretty big news, right?
Yeah.
You guys feeling okay with that idea?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm feeling pretty excited about it, and so is Daddy.
When am I gonna get it?
Oh, it could take a really long, long time. It could even take years. But the good news is that a donor was found who was willing to give samples of his stem cells to be put in storage to be used for you.
How old is he?
That would be pretty cool, right? So I have one other question for you. Julia,
Yeah.
you were 3.5 when Carly was born, right?
Probably.
Do you remember much about when Carly was born?
I remember some things.
What things do you remember?
I remember that Carly didn't come home for a long time after she was born,
Mm-hmm.
and that Tina and Darlene, our cousins, babysat us.
Right. And was it hard that Mommy and Daddy had to be away
Yeah.
when you were that little? And that experience of being 3.5 and being the oldest sister, do you think that it impacted how you developed your personality as a leader?
Yeah.
Because you're a pretty good leader, huh?
And I think I have
Just a little bit? Now, Katie, you were only 1.5, so you don't really remember.
No, I don't remember much.
You don't really remember. And Amy, do you remember when Carly was born?
I think I was born.
You remember when Carly was born? You do, but you weren't born yet, silly.
Non-existing baby.
You're super unexistent, baby, says Katie.
Well, I hear her.
Okay, one last question. Amy, what's your very favorite memory of time you've spent with Carly?
When Carly hugged me when I was born. That was my favorite
Your
part.
first hug from Carly?
Katie, what was your favorite memory of your time with Carly so far?
I liked when we went to Brigadoon together.
To Brigadoon for IWK Heart Talk?
Yeah, that was
Yeah. I got something.
What's that? What's that, Amy?
I love her very much. I want to sleep with her all night.
You want to sleep with her all night? Okay, Julia, what memory so far has been your fondest memory of being Carly's sister? Something you've done with Carly?
I would say reading with her every night because I like reading.
Yeah. So what kind of things do you guys look forward to doing in the future together as sisters?
Playing hide and seek and loving the shadow.
Playing hide and seek?
That's adorable.
And hanging out the
What do you look
night.
forward to doing with Carly?
Hanging out.
Hanging out?
Hanging out.
I know she likes
What about you,
yarn.
Katie?
I know Carly likes yarn, and I like making bracelets and anklets with yarn.
Make bracelets and anklets together?
And necklaces.
Yeah.
So even though Carly has some illnesses and some disabilities, do you guys love her any less?
Yes.
Yes?
Wait.
I don't
What?
Wait, no.
What?
Wait, what was the question?
Let's try that question again. Even though Carly has some illnesses and some disabilities, do you love her any less?
I do.
No.
I do.
No.
And do you,
No, Katie. We love you too.
So much.
And how do you feel when other people, how do you guys feel when other people treat her differently?
That's upsetting. I don't feel good.
Pardon me, Julia?
That's upsetting.
It's upsetting.
Unfair.
Oh. I love you.
Which groups of people in our lives do you
I
think
think I love this house.
ought to pay more attention to Carly?
School. Family.
School? What did you say?
Certain parts of our family.
Parts of our family?
Don't wanna do.
Anybody else? Do you think she gets enough attention from mom and dad?
Yeah.
You think she gets enough attention from you guys?
I don't wanna do 4.
Yes.
Do you think you guys get enough attention from mom and dad?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Mm.
9.
Julia's not saying anything.
For the most part.
Because it can be tough, right? Because the 3 of you are healthy and none of you have disabilities, so sometimes maybe it does seem like Carly gets more attention, right?
Get off of me.
Have you guys ever felt that way?
I want Amy off of me.
Amy, come sit back over here, sweetie.
Have you guys ever felt that way? Like Carly gets more attention?
No.
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
When she's at the hospital and everybody else is there.
Yeah. And it can be tough when mom or dad have to spend more time with Carly and less time with you guys.
Yes.
So what do you think about the potential benefit of a stem cell SVF deployment? Meaning that in the future, if Carly were healthier,
Yeah,
mom and dad
maybe.
could equally divide our time among the 4 of you more than we can now because we spend so much time taking her back and forth to clinics and to the ER and to the hospital.